Howdy folks, it's KC Olson with Animal Sciences and Industry at Kansas State University. I'm here on a beautiful February afternoon, 2021, talk about some of the work that we've been doing here at the Beef Stocker Unit. So starting in about 2014, my research team and I got really interested in whether or not we could move prescribed grazing to a different season of the year, and in doing, get some control over Sericea Lespedeza without spending very much money. And what we found is that when we move fire season to a time after our yearling cattle have normally left, that would be in August or September of the year, that we can put a big lick on Sericea Lespedeza and spend only 75 cents an acre approximately doing it. We also, in that preliminary study, determined that there was very little in the way of negative effect. In fact, you would say there is no negative effect associated with moving that fire season from April to August or September. And 2 years ago, we got our chance to bring that to a commercial scale grazing system. Beginning in 2018, we did some really basic vegetation monitoring before we lit a match, and then that subsequent summer, we burned 6 pastures here in August. We burned another 6 pastures in a true fall fire season. Would have been late September, early October, and then the following year, we burned 6 pastures in April, and we turned out some stocker cattle that first summer on those pastures and just stood back and watched what happened. Well, here we are 3 years later, and we've got some really exciting data to report. We're seeing some of the same positive responses in the plant community to summer and fall prescribed fire that we just didn't observe with traditional spring prescribed fire. And we're also, for the first time, able to make some comments about livestock performance. So over 2 full grazing seasons, the cattle that grazed the spring burn treatment and the summer burn treatment performed exactly the same. Okay, they were just within a few pounds of each other, no differences from a statistical standpoint. The cattle that grazed the pastures that were burned in the true fall season, everybody calls it fall burning, right? But from our perspective, it's summer. The cattle that grazed the true fall fire season, they finished about 30 pounds behind 2 years running than the cattle that grazed the spring or the summer fall fire treatments. So pretty exciting stuff. We'll be featuring this particular paper at Cattleman's Day, and we're in the process of submitting a journal article for it. We also plan to continue this study for another 4 years because we want to be definitive, okay, when we draw a conclusion about the relationship between prescribed fire timing and performance of grazing yearling cattle. Thanks for joining me.